everything after that was basically Crash Bandicoot.
There's another driving section after this stage, I believe.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Driving wasn't that bad, actually.
Really?
I mean, beyond the very beginning where you can just be cheap shot and losing a couple of lives, which I found out while testing the controls, it really wasn't that bad.
Okay.
It's there to give you lives, and if you don't get lives there,
you're pretty much screwed the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest cause of people falling behind for a little bit there.
Wow.
Yeah, you really didn't... Well, Bingara was watching you pretty closely because he was thinking you might get to the point where you start running out of lives. And if you did, that was going to be, you know, pretty much doom for you. You could have possibly made, you know, gotten back into it, but you held a lead this entire time. You did a fantastic job.
Wow.
Yeah, you went down to, I believe, 7 lives. I was like, oh,
7 lives and 3B, and I hadn't saved. That's when I started saving every boss.
So Lightyear was 1 stage behind and had 24 lives. So yeah, good thing you didn't game over there.
Oh yeah, that would have been not the best.
That would have been back to 1-1.
Well, no. You start on the level, but you get 3 lives. That's it.
Oh, you can restart from there at the beginning?
Yeah, the beginning of the level, but only 3 lives, so it becomes a lot harder.
I was worried it'd boot me back to 1A.
No.
That's why I started saving.
It's not that mean.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
But yeah, congratulations. We're actually going to have to start getting ready for the next game just because we started a little bit late here. Anything you want to say before you take off?
I'm sorry about what happened to Rail. Really, that was not a good way to go at the start of this round.
Yeah, that was definitely unfortunate. I feel bad about that, but luckily they were able to jump back into this and gave a good push. So, you know, that's what I love to see, that even if for some reason nothing's working, you know, they can still manage to put a good amount of work into it and, you know, try to make that comeback. So it's unfortunate, but sometimes these things happen.
Yeah. Good luck to everyone in the next match, and good games to everyone that was in this race.
Sweet, catch you later.
Catch you in the stream, Essential.
Yeah. Bingara, thank you for choosing the game. Now, our next GM, if you don't know, is a good person. You know, we had a lot of sweetness in this last match. That's not the button I meant to click. We have somebody who is bringing his own sweetness here. It is going to be our marshmallow friend, RBW. Come on in, come join, come have fun. Ariel, I'm so glad you have such a positive attitude about this. And, you know, you still have a chance of coming back and being in the bracket later. Hello, Royal Blue Wizard. Or if you want to call RBW, I just put RBW. It's easy.
Well, no you didn't. You put RWB.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Let me fix this.
As the entire chat is now making fun of. Hello, everyone.
Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me.
I think they're laughing at me, bro.
No, don't laugh at him either. Don't laugh at anyone. I'll punch you. Okay, RPW, so welcome. What do you want to say about this game before we actually reveal what it is?
It's from my childhood, which really tells you everything you need to know about my childhood.
Yeah.
And it's not a very long game, but I've never managed to beat it, so I'm hoping to see our players actually pull it off.
Well, hopefully they do, and they're gonna hop right to it because the next game that we have is Ninja Rabbits. Is this a DOS game?
Yeah, I have. The only box art I could find was the Amiga version.
Okay, so we're doing DOS version. This, honestly, I'm just looking at some of the images as I'm working on capturing this, and this is scary looking. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't believe there's actually any music except for the title screen.
Oh no.
So you're just going to listen to the sound effects and,
Well, if we get bored, we can add our own music.
yeah, I can give the entire storyline pretty quickly too, but let's see if we can get everyone up on screen first.
Yep, I'm just working on capturing. Thank you. Oh, is it Garb who's doing the audio? I forget what you said.
He is.
Awesome. So we have High Spirits, Wind Rider Shiva, Radama Ford, and Garb, the Glitterous, going up against each other in Ninja Rabbits. Which, you know, we've talked plenty about ninjas, we've talked plenty about rabbits, but very little about Ninja Rabbits in this stream. I'm excited to see the fusion between these two. I'm not sure if anybody else is excited, but I am! They're hideous. They're so ugly. Like, as soon as I go live, I know everybody's gonna freak out and say, what is this?
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, give me just a little bit and we'll go ahead and scar everybody for life. We're really close. Okay, it looks like somebody's capture has changed, so I'll need to fix that before pushing this live. That's okay. That's what the setup time is for. Oh no, they didn't mess it up. I did. Welcome to Kusogr4nde. I apparently mess things up sometimes. It's okay. That's how things go. So, I played quite a few DOS games when I was a kid. This is not one of them. I'm not sure even, like, what... This had to be the 90s, right? This is definitely the 90s.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, I'm just waiting for chat's reaction here to this beautiful...
1991. This is the only music we're going to have, so I hope we can make sure it's playing during this title screen.
I hear it. Ah!
And I think that pretty much is everything people need to know.
I don't have anything to say about this music.
That's all the music.
This hurts. Well, guess what? We are starting the countdown right now in Discord. Wish them the best of luck. Send your best mojo that you can muster. Muster that mojo. And we are getting involved in some Ninja Rabbits. As soon as I see movement in the first stage, I'll start a timer. This music! Oh, I've seen this. Your kids don't particularly love the rabbit? Not a surprise. Okay, it looks like Wind Rider Shiva is having some issues getting started.
Oh dear.
Yeah, if you could pop... Oh, there we go. Okay, they're in. So that's about half a minute. We can take that into account if needed.
Yep.
Okay, this is a video game. Okay, so what are they trying to do right now?
So, the, yes I did, Faizu. So, the, deep lore of the game is that, yes, their health bars account. The deep lore of the game is that a, weird toxic chemical plant has, developed a spill and is now leaking chemicals that are mutating all of the local wildlife and fauna into violent karate animals.
We have a game over already? Oh no.
It's very easy to get killed, especially if you are looking at Redford's screen. You can barely see it, but they're little bouncing golf balls that will just destroy you.
Oh yeah. There we go, there's a game over. Okay, so they got mutated.
Yep, and so now they're now they're going wild, and so our protagonist Ninja Rabbit is going off to the factory to go and fix everything.
Okay. How is he going to fix anything by going to the factory? Mutations
I
don't
have
exactly
no
just
idea.
undo themselves. Okay.
I really have no idea. What I do know is that this game takes the idea of rocks falling to a ridiculously mean degree.
I can believe that. I'm going to put on some music because I think we need other music to accompany this.
Fair enough. The other thing about this game is that if you die on a screen, it resets the screen. So even if you have killed all the enemies, if you get killed by any of the terrain effects, you have to go through them all again.
Oh no. How many stages are there?
3.
3?
It's not a long game.
Okay. Do you think we'll see somebody beat the game?
Maybe. The extra life carrots spawning is slightly RNG. They're not always going to be in the same place at the same time. And so, it's a pretty sharp maybe.
Why do you have to jump up the ladder?
Because he doesn't know how to climb. He only knows how to hop.
Okay. I mean, that's a good enough reason, I suppose.
Oh, that's true. He also does not know how to turn left.
Yeah.
So,
oh, go ahead.
sorry. Keep going.
Wind Rider Shiva did take a game over. She's doing her best to get through this, but I think we're just going to see a lot of game overs as people figure out how to avoid damage in this.
Yeah, pretty much. I think in general the best attack is the punch, because it has the highest speed.
Okay.
But it doesn't. But it has a funny hitbox, and if the enemy gets too close, they will just wail on you.
And do enemies generally just take one hit to die?
No, it depends on the enemy.
Okay.
These weird little bandana. I'm still not sure what they are. Take one punch and they'll drop. But like the badgers, for example, take more than that.
Okay.
And the later enemies also take more than that.
Gotcha. There's so many rocks falling inside these caves. Just rock after rock after rock.
So the other fun thing about this is that there are actually secret rooms if you continue going right on some of these burrows.
Oh, really?
Yep, and they may or may not have a carrot.
Okay.
High Spirits is almost at the end of the first stage.
Nice.
Which is why he's going to get brutally mauled by these weird guys with cane.
Radama Ford is making some progress. Yeah, these guys deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, Radama Ford's not getting through this.
Wind
That
Rider
is the
taking
last
another
screen
game
of
over.
stage 1.
There's so much death.
Oh yes.
This is pretty impressive. Are they moles or gophers?
I really don't know.
If it's a golf course, I'm imagining gophers.
Specchio, absolutely not.
Does this game have continues? No, no, no. No, no.
Usually you want to have about 3 or 4 lives by the time you reach the end of this stage if you want to be able to get through the second one. Because the enemies get stronger, and I do hope they make it to stage 2 because the terrain hazard in that area is hilarious.
I believe it. I believe it. I mean, this game, we're gonna see stage 2. Like, we're only 6 minutes in. We almost have seen somebody beat the first stage. I'm pretty sure we'll see that.
I'm inclined to agree.
Ooh, Radama4nde taking another death. There's just a lot of randomness with the falling rocks. Or do they all fall in a very specific place?
No, they're totally random. And you have no invincibility for end. So if they all just fall on your head, you will lose your entire life bar very rapidly.
I mean, why would you have iframes, you know?
I mean, that's for other games.
Oh boy, well, you know, people, you know, they're still at the golf course. It's going to take them a little while.
Yep.
I don't know if I see any strategies that are quite working out at this moment. What would your strategy be?
So against the base mole type enemies, you punch them. Against the badgers, you can punch them. Against the voles, or whatever the heck those things are, you probably want to use the stick. Against the guys with sticks, you also probably want to use the stick. Because the stick does the most damage, but it's slow, whereas the punch does okay damage and is fast. I have never found a good use for the low kick, and I have never ever found a good use for the high kick.
Yeah, I could see that. I just think the faster attacks are going to be vastly superior here. It seems like there are some places in these caves, by the way, where rocks don't fall. I would probably try to get to those areas as quickly as possible.
I don't think there's any guarantee that any place definitely doesn't have rocks falling.
Or at least there are some places where you can see them a little bit longer.
Wow, High Spirits got robbed.
Oh no, was that the end?
You know, he was falling to get an extra life, and then a rock fell while he was falling and killed him, depriving him of that extra life.
No! Yeah, that's absolutely robbery. So cruel.
It was a good attempt by Shiva to go to coax the guys with sticks from brutally murdering their poor rabbit, but she didn't win on that one, unfortunately.
Alright, okay. Ooh. There's so much death. Wow, High Spirits is almost to the end of the stage with a lot of lives.
Yeah, High Spirits is definitely making it to stage 2, unless he has some sort of terrible mistake with these enemies.
I think respawning them is just not going to help.
No, respawning them is definitely one of those aforementioned terrible mistakes.
Yeah.
2 sticks will do it, I believe. Well, there went all of his lives.
Holy cow, these dudes are brutal.
Yep. It's really up to timing. If you start swinging the stick correctly, you'll hit them once, and then you'll hit them again before they get a chance to kill you. Wow, nope. High Spirits couldn't make it past that screen.
Oh, well,
Yeah, there's
that's
no
life.
good chance in stage 2 or 3 at all.
That's life when you're a ninja rabbit.
I was testing this out earlier today, and I made it to the end of stage 2, so I know it's entirely doable. Alright, Redford is actually up to the city. So
Nice.
the terrain hazard here is that the birds drop exploding droppings.
Oh my gosh, of course. If there's gonna be a bird, it's gonna poop on you. Like, there's so many other ways that you can have birds be deadly. It's not like the humans running around the streets are pooping on you. It's just the birds. Maybe they're... Birds, just stop it. Just stop. Radama4nde is actually making a lot of progress on this stage, by the way.
Yeah, almost
it seems
past bridge.
almost easier than... Oh, now sewers, of course. If it's a video game, you gotta have a sewer stage. I'm sorry.
I don't think you actually ever need to go into the sewers in the city, but I could be wrong. But he's down to 1 hit.
Yeah.
And those frogs are the strong enemy of stage 2.
Like, that's just... It's just a mystery to me. Why are there so many games with sewers in them? So many. So many.
I mean, what else do you do with, What else do you do when you have a city terrain? You have to have a sewer.
I don't... Like, you could have them... go through the suburbs, you could have them do parkour in the city. This is before parkour existed, that's fair. You could have them maybe go to a rec center, huh? How many games do you know with rec centers in them? Or an old folks home, how about that? You could run around in one of those. Instead, no, let's go with the stinky, crappy sewer.
If it's rec spelled with a W-R, then maybe.
Ooh, the rec center. Ha ha ha.
So there are multiple paths to get to the end. The real question is, whether you are taking the right route. I believe Shiva got an extra life out of that because she went all the way to the right to get right before the river, and then went back when she went down the hole to get another carrot.
Oh no!
And there's a whole bunch of places where you can maybe get another carrot, and that is going to be the difference whether you'll have enough lives to get through the game or not.
It could be. Yeah, you carry lives over from your previous life, right? Or from level 1 to level 2.
Yes.
That would just make it so hard. Because it seems like it's really difficult to fight enemies and not take damage.
Basically, the timing is ridiculous, and there's no nice way to make sure you do it. I'm also enjoying Wonder Shiva's difficulties climbing the ladder, because this game is not fair when it comes to how aligned you have to be in order to climb a ladder.
So Radama4nde has an interesting strategy for dealing with the guys with sticks. It's hit them with your stick, then punch twice.
If it's timed correctly, that works great.
It seems like what Wind Rider Shiva did right there. She hit twice with the stick. Honestly, I think that might be better.
It really matters. Well, it really depends. So, Wind Rider Shiva is now in a very definite second.
Nice. Into the sewer. It even, like, the colors are even just like a sewer, okay? I've never been in a sewer, but I presume this is how every sewer looks. So, do you happen to know what city this is?
Nondescript city with a chemical plant next to it.
Chernobyl. This is Chernobyl.
Yeah, sure.
That would explain a lot of things.
Alright, those frogs are basically just worse versions of the stick guys.
Okay. So, I apologize, I'm a little bit distracted by other things. This is my life.
Fair enough. think Redford is about to make it to the stage. Is he? Nope, never mind.
No! Radama Ford! It's okay. Honestly, not a huge deal. You're gonna have so many continues that you use that... well, whatever. Dying once or twice is not a huge deal.
Garby has made it to the city, which I believe puts her in 3rd. I have no idea who made it further in the city between Shiva and Garby.
I don't know, but I have a feeling one of them is going to pass this point later on.
Oh, that's definitely
Garby
true.
just got an extra life. That is pretty important. How do you go down in the sewer, by the way?
You press down when you're near a hole.
Oh. Well, that's easy.
Yep.
Yeah, Garby is going slow. Definitely a good idea right now. I like this. Good strategy. Wow, are these the bird sound effects?
Yes. Yes.
I feel like Garby just moved into the lead, if I'm not mistaken.
Not quite.
Oh!
Very distinct second. Not quite there yet. And that's why the exploding droppings are so bad. So Garby's definitely in 2nd. I don't think High Spirits has made it to the city yet. Shiva's in 3rd. Redford's in 1st, but they're really close.
Oh my gosh. Just the rabbit on the title screen. I don't like it.
I'm still not sure what that's supposed to be. I always just kind of assumed that the rabbit was like frothing at the mouth or something, but just that doesn't really strike me as a good protagonist.
Okay. Radama Ford is just doing the double stick strat that Garby was doing a little bit earlier, so he may be able to make some solid progress here. The stick, it seems like, is the best attack, as far as I can tell from what the players have done.
It is if you can time it correctly.
Yes.
Sorry.
Timing is a little rough.
Yeah, if they walk into the stick on the on your first swing, then you're going to get the second swing off before taking too much damage.
Yep. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Okay. Never mind, I didn't hear you say stick, but that's fine. Garby is going to grab a carrot. Very nice.
Sencha, this is a PG-13 stream.
You're the one who said stick.
Yes.
You did say stick. I don't know. Okay. Was I looking at chat? Probably. I wonder, can you go back and forth between screens to get more carrots?
Possibly if the screen would generate a carrot. But once you've grabbed it from that screen, I don't believe it ever regenerates.
I would probably give that a shot just to see. Oh my gosh. Gross grocers in the background. Petrochem. You want to head down to your local Petrochem? Oh no, the frogs! Oh, I don't like the frogs.
Petrochem is the chemical plant, so they can, if Redford can get there, that's the 3rd stage. Nope.
Petrochem is only 1 meter away. Spooky stuff.
I mean,
that's not very far.
Who builds their chemical plant 1 meter away from a city?
I do. Yeah, Petrochem. You know what? Everybody has made it to the city. High Spirits is there right now.
For progress purposes, we're counting how many screens you go right. So if you go down to the sewers, you're still technically on the same screen as the one above.
Gotcha. This music is not at all appropriate for this game, let me just say. Listening to Little Nemo music.
That works. In a strangely sick way.
It does not work at all.
High Spirits manages to grab the carrot,
But
gets bodied by a frog.
The frogs are so hard.
Keep jumping, High Spirits. Yeah, there you go.
Nice, okay. High Spirits is on to his last life at this point.
He's made it to the bridge.
And back into the sewer here. I'm wondering if some of the sewer screens are easier than, like, the city screens.
You don't have to deal with the birds, but you do have to deal with rock.
Oh, sewage. I think it's just sewage drips.
Oh, Kirby had finished off the last enemy and then got offed by a bird.
Oh no, not the bird!
She was about to hit stage 3. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Okay, it looks like... I don't know, everybody is doing pretty well. Oh, this music is good. Good, we've got some Metal Gear music. So, yeah, you played this as a kid?
Yeah.
How old were you?
8?
Did you beat this?
No, absolutely not. The best I ever did was I had one amazing run where I got tons of lives and made it to the chemical plant, and then died, because everything in the chemical plant is just as hard-hitting and as ridiculous as everything else.
Oh boy. Well, that's good to know.
The thing about the sewage is that it can only hit you, I think, for 1, whereas the bird droppings, if they land directly on your head, will just drop an entire one. I believe Garby is also in the lead because she managed to kill both of the frogs. But it's hard to tell. Red Amford, you cannot stand there while droppings hit you in the head. It will just kill you.
Yeah, they're really deadly droppings.
And yes, Karaz, there is indeed a sequel to this. I am considering holding on to it for later.
Yeah, I'm not saying what that sequel is. Was there a movie?
I have no idea. That would be terrifying.
Okay, let me see if I can find... Because I typed Ninja Rabbits in, and immediately movie was another thing that popped up, but I only see Warriors of Virtue. I'm pretty sure that's not a movie that has anything to do with this.
Yes, Nick Cyborg, this game got us. Verse has 4 lives, which is quite a few. If he can avoid getting bird on his head, he will, like, possibly take the lead.
Look at all of Verdama Ford's lives going into this area of the first level.
Nice 6 lives there. Nice 5 lives there.
And not a huge deal.
Every life counts.
I suppose. So this was actually developed by a company called Flare Software, which I don't know too much about this company, but they did make... Oh, I know the Elvira video games. There's an arcade game called Elvira that I don't know. I've only seen or played a little bit of it, and it seemed okay. It has pretty decent music. They also made the game Oscar, which is where you're running around collecting Oscars, I believe. Like,
That's an interesting game premise.
yeah, it's one of those known games. It's a known entity around here. I'd say that's probably the biggest one that sticks out to me from what I see. This company, in fact, is from England, so this is UK beauty that you're seeing right here. Why do we have so many perfect games come from Europe?
Because the Commonwealth inspires greatness. I don't know.
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah, the publisher of this game is actually from Illinois, though, so we can't be left blameless.
We are never blameless. We are Kusogr.
Yeah, it's true. They also made a game called Space Vegetables, which I have no idea what it is, but it has to be better than Kung Food. Like, 100% better than Kung Food, okay?
I would hope so.
Hey,
What do you mean,
Garb!
please insert other disc?
Uh-oh. How do you insert other disc?
I have no idea. That is new.
Okay, we're currently working on figuring this out. Okay, I'm checking right now. Dana is suggesting hitting enter to see what happens there. Radamaford needs to do it too. Okay. So they're currently figuring it out. If we do need to give them a little bonus time towards the end, we can do that, just so that this doesn't happen to impact the gameplay. You know, we don't want Garb to be sitting at this screen for a long time, Radamaford for a short time, and then proceeding. So, yeah.
That is... well, that's really obnoxious.
Welcome to Kusogr4nde. Occasionally loading screens are going to be the worst. Okay.
Well, this is gonna be a problem.
This may be a problem, yeah. Insert other disc. Okay. So...
I know because I know there's a third stage. I was under the impression that I was with this, build of the, game. Ah, boy.
Yeah, so now what they're trying to do, they're racing to figure out how to flip to the other disc right now. Whoever figures it out wins the match. Oh, no, it's... There are 3 stages in the game. Confirmed. Yeah, so what you may want to do, if there is a site that you got this from, is go check and see if it has information about how to switch over to the 3rd stage, or flip the disc, per se. Now again, for those who are watching, we do have the VOD showing how far they made it into the... or what time they got to stage 3. So we will be able to give them bonus time after the fact. So yeah, let's just do some quick searching around if possible.
I am looking to see. I don't see a second disc, unfortunately, according from these sites, which is a real problem when it comes to archiving the game too.
Oh yeah. I'm just trying to see if we have anything here. If not, we may need to judge it just based off of who managed to get through the first 2 stages first. And that would put Garb in the lead, followed right by Radama4nde.
See. No, Rabbit 2.zer is definitely inside the DOS, inside the folder. But now the question is, how the heck do we make it run?
Welcome to Kusogr4nde, everybody. Yeah, you might have to play around on your computer real quick to see if you can figure that out. Okay. They are playing on DOSBox. Yes. Copy it to a 3.5-inch disc and insert it. Nice. Can they just drag the file onto it?
Thanks, Kusogr4nde.
Yeah, could you see what happens when you if you drag the file onto DOSBox while it's open?
I'm gonna try that.
Sweet. Also, this circus music from Monkey Island 1 is highly appropriate right now. Thank you for popping up. Yeah, so what we're doing, part of this race, in fact, halfway through, once they finish stage 2, is to go run and grab a floppy drive, manage to connect it to their computer. Now, realize the added challenge is that most people are playing on Windows 10, and it wasn't designed for anything past Windows 3.1, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Once they do that, to manage to install the game. Also tricky on Windows 10, but not impossible. And after that, play stage 3. We've got 25 minutes for all that. Let's see what they're able to do.
Really obnoxious. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Radama4nde just kicking back and relaxing.
This is obnoxious.
Well, you know what? High Spirits and Wind Rider Shiva are still going strong in stage 2. Whacking things with sticks, avoiding golf balls. Wait, can you kick the golf ball?
Yeah, it still does damage to you.
Oh. I was gonna say, maybe that is something that is helpful here, but no, if it hurts you, then just go under it whenever possible, or die. Like, some of these hits just seem impossible to dodge, absolutely. Oh boy. Okay, High Spirits into the sewer. I'm thinking High Spirits is getting fairly close to grabbing a carrot. Unfortunately, he only has 2 lives. I'm concerned that that may end up with some death. Oh! 1 life left. Just gotta take the humans out, and unfortunately, the bird took away the full carrot. 1 hit and High Spirits is down, and there we go. Kicked in the shin until he died. Always a tragedy, you know? All those shin kickers out there, you are rude. Absolutely jerks. If you kick my shin, I'm gonna call the police and say, whoa, Nelly. This guy kicked me in the shin. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's just painful.
Play around with the mount, I guess.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Play around with what you can. I think we may be at the point where we will have to call it based off of who got through Stage 2. Stage 2 is really difficult, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, it's okay. If we have somebody beat Stage 2, then we'll have a solid 3rd and a solid 4th at this point. I'm Radamaford, the 3.5, but 3 is upside down. Wow, this is beautiful. I like it. We're waiting for Stage 3 to see if we can possibly access it. If not, then I think we're going to be calling it at the end of Stage 2. Which would mean that Garb is taking 1st, Radamaford is taking 2nd, 3rd and 4th are still up in the air though. High Spirits or Wind Rider Shiva may be able to finish this Stage 2. Unfortunately, High Spirits already taken a death right at the end of Stage 1. I mean, a lot of it just deals with how much randomness comes with the extra lives drops. And all you have to do is get 1 good playthrough, and you can manage to get through the 2nd stage.
It's true.
Yeah, so at this point, Wind Rider Shiva is getting pretty close to the end of Stage 1. Unfortunately, these stick guys just charged out and dealt a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I don't see Wind Rider Shiva making it. Yeah, they didn't quite make it to the end of the stage. So go ahead and pay attention to what you need to, Mr. Wizard, and I can hold down the fort. Okay? Remember the Alamo, everybody. I am your Alamo, and I'm here to stand and tell you that you should remember me, because I'm the Alamo. High Spirits killing a couple badgers. Wind Rider Shiva, meanwhile, taking a rock to the head. Ooh, gonna get a nice little concussion there. Luckily, there was a carrot they managed to pick up, go up to 4 lives. High Spirits is also at 4 lives. Both of them making some pretty good progress. High Spirits, though, having rocks fall down on his head. Always a little bit rough. I do not see a carrot, unfortunately. It looks like Wind Rider Shiva is going back down. Going to be grabbing a carrot right there. Always good for a 1-up. yeah, I still feel like if I were playing this, I would probably try going back and forth between screens that can spawn carrots until I see whether or not one will spawn after the fact. I would just be really curious to see if that would work. High Spirits moving on to stage 2. Wind Rider Shiva, meanwhile, climbing up the ladder. Going to be heading to the end, I believe. Okay, not quite to the end. We still got to get to the point where there are the stick boys who jump out and cause a lot of havoc. Hey, Lightyear, thank you for the raid. Come join us as we see High Spirits and Wind Rider Shiva get through stage 2. Wind Rider Shiva is actually currently on stage 1. High Spirits just being a good ninja rabbit, being the best he can do. You know, it's a hairy situation when you're a rabbit. Oh, and the bird pooped right on him. No, that's not nice. Birds. Am I right, people? Stupid birds. Nobody likes them. Wind Rider Shiva is on to stage 2. High Spirit's currently on his last life, but if he can manage to get through the frogs, he may be able to have a chance. Let's see. One more. Ooh, extra life right there. Yeah, taking a death is fine, because honestly, you're going to take damage at some point in the stage anyway. Okay, and there we go. High Spirits on to the Please Insert Other disc. And if we are going to be calling it after stage 2, that means that we have our order. Garb in first, Redama Ford second, High Spirits third, and Wind Rider Shiva fourth. But I'm going to keep watching Wind Rider Shiva to see if they're able to make it through stage 2 as well. It looks like Redama Ford is playing around with some graphics here. Always fun. Gotta have a little fun when you're trying to insert the disc. Maybe this falling guy is just trying to insert the disc into Redama Ford's computer. Okay, Wind Rider Shiva continuing on. Let's see if we can have... We'll just call it a game completion, you know? Okay, Shiva taking on the punchy dudes. No frogs in the screen, which is nice. I'm a little bit worried, though, because there are frogs coming up in just a little bit, and they are nasty. And there we go, Wind Rider Shiva taking a game over. Okay, Kate, I'm wondering right now, what do you think? At this point, it's very clear what the orders are, and I do not think we're going to be figuring out how to quite adjust, or how to get to the other disc. So if you want, we can officially call it and say we are done with this game. If I want to spare Shiva, you know what? Shiva has put a good amount of work into this. I would be fine sparing Shiva the pain. Because this is Ninja Rabbits. I don't know, definitely a little bit of a difficult thing, but the most difficult thing that we've run into is, simply put, this game is old, and it's DOS. And sometimes DOS games have a bit of a problem. But luckily, we're still able to gauge progress. We're going to go ahead and call it at 45 minutes right there. Shiva, you are spared. You are free from the suffering.
Well, I'm going to apologize to all of our audience members because that end, especially my players, that did not go. MK Cyborg, it loops after the third stage on all of them. I was holding on to that as soon as they beat the third stage to announce that was the case, but instead we reached the ultimate final boss. Please insert other disc.
The other disc is the victor here, everybody. Please insert other disc takes 0th place. You know, we're gonna even bump them up a little bit to take that. Garb takes first, Radama Ford second, High Spirits third, and Wind Rider Shiva fourth. Now, this isn't the first time that we've had a relatively short game. It was a little bit shorter than we wanted, but honestly, I remember some games back in Kusogr4nde and the original Kusogr4nde that lasted like 20 minutes. So, you know, this is life. Sometimes we just get to, you know, escape from Kuso a little bit early. So, thank you very much, players, for joining. Let's see, if Garb actually wants, they can go ahead and jump into voice chat and come join us. Garb, are you there? Space Captain, thank you for... What's that?
She's commented that her mic is not set up, so she's going to pass.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Well, you know, I think this game, honestly, it almost feels like somebody who was just putting together a game in their basement. And, you know, the sprites were pretty okay, but other than that, you know, they didn't really have expertise in any mechanics or movement at all, and especially in creating those stupid dropping rocks. Those were bad. Also, I would have liked to see more attacks in the game. No, do you think there's anything that can redeem this game?
A bonfire?
Nice. Burn it all down, people. Burn it down. Oh, well, you know what? I am still having a blast today. Even if things didn't go exactly as planned, you never know what's going to happen when we're live. So I appreciate the choice there, RBW. I appreciated the rabbits, especially the title screen music, because that was beautiful.
Well, I'm going to go mess about with this some more, but I'm going to hop off and let your new GM take over. I apologize to all of my players and our audience. You deserved a full game, and I only gave you
Don't apologize. We love you, okay?
And, wow, Joey Gatorman, do I have to ban you? I do have a mod sword. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of Kusogr4nde, and I will continue messing about.
Awesome, thank you, Wizard, and I'll see you later. Alright, this is Kusogr4nde, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We are on to our third match of the day, and it looks like we might be starting a little bit early.